Alright, hey guys. I know it's a little late by the time we're recording this, but yo, it's been a little while since I posted a video on YouTube. I've been telling myself I'm gonna get back to it and start uploading more consistently. I'm gonna try my best to do that this time around. So what I'm gonna start doing is I'm starting like a kind of video podcast where I talk to a bunch of my different friends and people that I meet and try to have as much interesting conversations with them as possible so that you guys can get some value and benefit from it. So I'm gonna start to shoot that first video that I just did. So this is gonna be hopefully the first of many. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Please like the video, please subscribe. I'm gonna try to bring as much good content as possible. So please like the video, please subscribe, leave a comment, different suggestions and topics. If you're interested in possibly shooting a video with me to talk about any topic that you want to shed light on, please let me know, reach out to me. I'm gonna leave my Instagram in the description below, as well as the Instagram of my guests. So without further ado, I'm gonna play the video. Yo, welcome to the channel, everybody. This is the first of our multiple series. This is my first guest, my boy RJ. You feel me? I want to tell you, welcome to the room.
What?
Nah, I was just telling you, welcome to the room, bro.
Yeah, man. Yes, I respect.
So what we're gonna be doing? I got another video that I want to show you. When I saw it, it blew my mind. Right? So, I gotta show this and see what you're saying. How to work this out. That's it. All right, so you can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
And one time, I popped a septic tank open, and I saw about 10,000 condoms in there, I swear. I mean, I didn't count them or anything, but they were all over the top of the tank.
And who was the guy? A little Asian guy?
No. It was the homeowner. He was standing there watching me dig this tank up, right?
Crazy.
So
did he have kids or something? Like, was he
no
shot?
kids? No. Oh, yeah. Because they weren't his condoms.
No way.
I could have guessed it was a homeowner.
Yeah, he was standing there watching me. I popped. Well, he called me because his toilet wouldn't flush no more, right? And I get there and I snake the drain out, and it won't go down. I'm like, well, I got to dig up your tank. So I dig up the tank, and when I open up the tank and you look down, they're just everywhere. They're coating the wall, the pink ones and green ones and blue.
Oh.
I mean, every color of the rainbow.
Jesus, Easter colors, huh?
Yeah. Dude worked at a tire manufacturing plant, the graveyard shift, for like 20 years. And I'm betting every night.
No way.
She had somebody coming. They got a divorce after
So you
that.
really, so that's crazy.
Man, one time.
Bro, what you think about that, bro?
Bro. It's like there's a septic tank full of condoms, bro. I mean, his work cheating and he. And he said she probably had like a man coming over like every night. That can't be every night. That gotta be like if he gone for like 8 hours and he doing graveyard shift dog in the night. You understand? That probably like 8 hours, like 8 man a day.
Bro, yo, honestly, dog, like, you still, like, when I have things like that, I just want to know, like, if marriage really be worth it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
If what?
I said when I hear things like that, I just really start to wonder if marriage really be worth it.
And again, you see, bro, if I think I had this opinion, I gotta be honest with you, dog. Like, women now compared to biblical days, a woman back then, I can't even say is it's a different race of people, my boy. Like when I talk like alien races, bro.
Nah, fam. I disagree.
Because
I don't agree with that. I feel like it's the same woman them, bro.
really?
Yeah, I feel like it's the same woman them. The only difference is now is just we just got social media and we have liberal values, and that's it. I feel like that's the only change. Cause bro, I'm gonna be real, bro. Cause like even look at our grandparents' time or even our great grandparents' time. You feel me? A woman would have 8, 9, 10, 12 children. And I guarantee you, not all of them children is the father own. You feel me? Especially in our culture where the man will go, whether it be Dominican Republic or some other island to work for a couple months, or he gone sailing for a couple of days, or doing whatever he gotta do.
The talking about this if we said that, we talk. Because then for me, I just thinking to myself, like, bro, you see, them is the kind of thing that man want to kill woman that.
Bro.
Either that, make you want to kill them, or you got some man out there that just don't care and they just treat women like dog, bro. Like, when I sit down and I listen to that, I tell you, if a man act naive, if he's naive, he don't watch himself. Trust me, he get caught up on a lot of things, And when I'm in a relationship, bro, don't get me wrong, and I had to love, genuinely. But at the same time, it don't be 100% love, bro. I would say it would be at least like let's say like about a 60% love, but that 60% it'll come real strong. And the other percent, you laughing?
No, because like the way that you're saying it, bro.
I'd have to leave that amount of space and give them that 50% or 60% love, and the other percent I gotta make it just as strong to protect myself. Because I'm telling you, if I don't do that, for me, then I love hard. And if I got to find out that I'm married to a woman, bro, and I've been through so much things with you, all your nagging, your this, your that, and you still cheating on me with more than one man, my boy. I can just sit down and I can be thinking, boy, you know what's time I waste? I could have been with somebody way better. Or I could have just be a dog and just hump everything, but I choose to sit down with you and be faithful to you, boss, and that's what you're doing me. Like, you don't care? Bye. I gotta protect myself, bro, because trust me, jail, I see how the man treat people in jail, dog. I see from the time the police arrest you, I see the truth behind that. And
it ain't for I ain't gonna lie though, like, I don't know, cause like, I don't, but my problem is like with most times, like, okay, like, I can't remember the exact statistic, but there's a statistic that it basically says 1 in every 4 men are raising a child that is not his. So do you think that you should, like, all right, be back again. We had some minor technical difficulties a second ago. But yeah, I want to ask you this question though, fam. So I was asking you, like, so we just watched a video where it had this woman, she spent all this amount of time cheating on her husband. And then I started to talk to you about the fact that a lot of men are raising children that are not even theirs. Would you advocate by law that there should be a paternity test at the birth of children, or nah? Or you think that's something that a man should do on his own? Like, yo, let me just double check quick that this really is mine.
Nah, I don't. I really don't think it should be no law, because you see, and again, that's like giving government or the system more control. It's as if like we as human beings are unable to make decisions for our own selves. You know, if there's a law for something as such, that is like really too far.
You think so?
However,
I mean,
yeah,
like, if you look at it from a sort of angle, you could say women have what do they call that thing? Child support. They have child support.
I mean that's child support.
They got, divorce, favors women with the majority of times. So
Again, that's just child support. And that's like saying, like, I mean, bro, honestly, I don't even know how I feel about child support.
nah.
Not in any bad way, because I honestly do believe, like, bro, if you're having sex with a woman, dog, sometimes you intend them to get pregnant. You don't want, your intentions is not to get them pregnant. You just want a piece. At the same time, I mean, who the hell will really go into things, especially something as such, and not be prepared for whatever the consequences are? You understand?
I mean, like,
Because the truth, even if you put on a condom, they tell you it's 99.9%. It's not it ain't 100%, my boy. There's still a whole 0.00000%, and that only take like a little drop. You understand? So at the end of the day, you still got to be careful. If you feel your pull-out game not strong, at the end of the day, I mean, I have been in situations where, and this is me speaking from my own personal experience, right? Where by like on a real deep climax, you understand what I'm saying? And she asked me if I come and cheat. And I was like, I mean, me come in you. However, I know a little bit inside. So, bro, at some point, they can be this climax. There's always be this first quick shoot. You understand? And you got to know yourself as an individual and how it is you to operate. You understand? But the same thing when it comes to sex, child support, on the other hand, what I'm trying to say, the point is, if you're having sex with a female, if that female come to you and tell you, listen, I missed my period, I think I might be pregnant, you understand? Then, I mean, don't get me wrong, and if I know you for the streets. The streets
but
for you.
I don't feel like it's that easy to tell.
I mean, me saying it's easy to tell them that. All I'm saying, if I feel like you for the streets, do you come to me? If you know you as a female, know you out there doing other thing with other males, bro. However, you want to believe that it's mine, but you won't totally show you. And again, ain't no way for me to know that. And that's where trust come in, you understand? And both of us be honest with ourselves. You check, then we can go. We ain't too sure what's going on. It's about me believe you. You check what I say, cause you there, you on the streets. You check what I'm saying? So we go, we check out, we see what's going on, make sure that you're actually pregnant for you. Because I have had a female come to me and tell me, but she missed her period. Without even I know I was having, I was sorting out and whatever the case is. When I do my calculation, because I didn't trust her. I didn't trust her, my boys. I make sure I do my calculation before she even come to me, because I didn't trust her from the get-go. So one conversation that we had, I didn't trust her from the get-go. But we'll go to check what it says. I couldn't resist that. So I think when she come to me to tell me, I watch her, me say nothing. I watch her, right? So I watch her like, I play my bass like, so what you trying to say? You pregnant? doesn't mean saying me trying to say that, but I ain't seen my period in some time. But I say, all right, cool. So I kind of, she when it's kind of enticing. I watching her good and thing to see make sure she ain't got like a pattern thing or whatever. You check what I'm saying, let me analyze it. So as I ask questions, she get a little offended and whatever and what's not. So after that, 2 years down, like she stopped talking to me because she feel like I try and say that hey, mine's. You check what I'm saying, but I know what's going on. Me, you ain't gonna catch me, so you check. So 3 years down the line, at least like 3 years down the line, we start talking again and conversation comes to ask about that. Guess what she gonna come bust me?
What?
What you talking about? But I was never pregnant, stop telling lie on me. So I lie and saying that you say so. I said, well, cool enough. Me, I end the conversation and I said, okay, if that's the case, then see, my mind was right. I know she couldn't catch me. You check what I'm saying, she try and hold me down. So, bro, try to support. Even though you're starting out, I mean, even if you're actually pregnant, right, dog, I would have been responsible. Even though I know it in myself, I didn't want to have a child with that female. At the end of the day, that's my child. I know what it feels like to grow up in a world. Not really and truly. I mean, I wouldn't say that my father wasn't wrong. My father was wrong. But I can't say. I'm not sure if I could say that I have lived in a house with him. Check what I'm saying? Sometimes, I mean, he been around, give me some advice or whatever, but it's still like I had that father figure telling me, hey, do this, do that, whatever the case is, and like I lit under the roof, no. And to be in my daughter or son life, that's something that I would have wanted, because it does affect you. Growing up in a single parent house, bro, it does affect you on a higher scale that you're doing it. So child support, I don't think it need the government to step in to tell a man, bro, you need to step up to sort out. If you don't believe that's your child, then fine. Y'all go together, stop being like children. Because if you and children in the first place, because you're starting out, you're sexing, you understand? You go like two big people, y'all confirm that the child is his and this is what's going on. Then you take it from there, you be a man. I don't need nobody to come and tell me, oh, I need to pay someone to support this, or whatever the case is. You check what I'm saying, dog? Before somebody to come and fast tell me that there's a law that I going to do this. But if I tell a lady, I say, but I come to share and tell you, listen, I try to offend you, but I want to check to see the child is actually mine. You check what I'm saying? Because mine ain't no pig in no bag. You check? I want to make sure it's my child before I mind any pig in any bag. And if she react a type of way and she take that by offense, then man, to hell with she. I can automatically assume in mine.
Well, she could probably be offended because she knows she been faithful though.
Bro, even if she is faithful, remember, if it's in the guy case where they were actually married, you understand? I ain't let you know. If I got a wife and I buy any little bit of inch of skin or hair in my body, make me feel like by this child ain't mine. Once I start coming to me, bro, me ignore it. I can go check. Because I can let you know, me sitting up in no house here, taking no stress from you. When I is another man child, I might just divorce her just so. I might be mad, I might be hella mad, but I can knock on his door and say, hey, yo, listen. I've been taking care of this child for a good 2 years now. From a baby. I think I know for a fact this is my child. This is your child. I don't mind taking care of child, but you gotta contribute my body. I can be the father figure, but you gotta contribute.
I don't feel like it's my place to say that though. Like I would never tell another man that I'm gonna be the father figure. I feel like that's disrespect. I feel like that's a disrespect.
I mean, I don't disrespect my bro.
Nah. Like even if I had a stepfather, God forbid, I would never do that.
That's a whole different.
But But it's the same thing. You raising a child that is not yours. You financially obligated for a child that is not yours. You feel me? Living under the same roof as you.
Yeah, but that's
I would
different,
never
bro. That's
tell
my
that child
choice.
father that, yo, I'm father figure, or I'm gonna play that father role. I ain't gonna ever really say that. I don't feel like I can really say that with a clean conscience.
That is by choice, bro. Me taking on, because I have done it before. I have taken care of you know, a female that I love very much, and she had a child for another man. Check what I'm saying. I feel like I've been around from the time the child was a very young baby. You understand? And you know, at some point, you gotta see where the father feel a type of way that I was in the child's life.
Because it's not your child.
Yeah, but then you want to know something, bro. If that man have a problem with me being a man to his daughter, then he need to stop the shit that he doing and try to get back in a relationship with the female that he had the child with. It's as simple as that, my boy. I mean, you can't have the whole... Because basically you're trying to say, if that's the case, right, and he feel that way, then you're trying to say she ain't supposed to be with another man but he.
I mean, look, that's facts. And that's why I prefer to leave single mothers alone. That's just me.
And I even tell this one female, I mean, she was young, and she wanted to date this guy that have children. And because I hadn't already experienced certain things, I stopped her and I asked her a question. I said, you do realize that this man having a child for a female, this female here can be in this man's life forever. Ain't nothing that could change. You can't say, you can't make no issue at all. No issue at all thinking to yourself, bro. There's always going to be some kind of connection between both of them. There's always, even if it's a dormant love, there's always going to be something there. There's the right circumstances, spark, bro. Memories can come back. You can light the fire again. You don't know what can spark, so you can always have that air on your conscience. Dog. I ask you, you could live with something like that. Oh, yeah, but bro, it's one thing to say something and being in it. You know that kind of way, because I didn't like how the man wanted a man to talk about he can bust me a slap for what? For being a father to his child. So I supposed to see the child that living under my roof that I paying rent for. I buying food, I feeding she. Sorry, you know, I feeding the child. And you want to come bust me a slap because what? I being a man? You offended because I being a man?
I know, bro. Like,
bro.
Nah, like, it don't make sense. I ain't gonna lie, like, it don't make sense. But that's why I prefer not to put myself in a situation at all, because at the same time, it's like, because at the end of the day, bro, you can't, like, that ain't really your child, bro. And as you say, like, she always gonna have a connection with the baby daddy or vice versa. There's always gonna be a connection there. So I just rather not be in that situation at all.
I mean, I learned now that, you know, I mean, really, once it's a baby, if the child is older now, and can take care of yourself, then all right, yeah, maybe, you know, but to be honest with you, bro, you live and you learn, you experience certain things, and you grow from that area. For me, I know as I stand right now, I'll take a piece. For me, I used to be in a relationship where, and you got a child with some other man, right? And that's just me. I mean, I can't go to back that again, man. You know that kind of way? I just want to be at home with my family, and me trying to have another man calling, oh, you buy Pampers for the child? Huh? Or sending this, and he comes showing up at the door, like, and taking seat, and I gotta be cool with that. Nah, brother. Me invite you at my home, you just here because. You check me, if I invite you, me want you here because. Me want no circumstances. The only circumstances should be because I want you to be there. I said, Kaya, say, yo, bro, let me chill, let me bust and, you know, drink a little Corona or Heineken or Guinness or something. You check what I'm saying? Other than that, man, I can't go through that again, man. Not that it was a bad experience, but I realized I just I like to be left alone, bro. You know that kind of way?
I mean, it's a certain level of stress that you gotta take on to deal with that type of a situation, bro.
Trust me, them things make you grow up quick, bro. There is some big man situation. Me and let you that. There is a big man thing. You don't want to react and you gotta stop and be like, man, how should I deal with this situation? And I couldn't even call my father. Check my father and tell me, by Jay, I don't tell you something, mind him picking a bag. Then he say, picking up. He say, by you. He say, you really not my son, listen. He say, where you get that from? He say, He say, you ever see me mind picking a bag? You ever see me mind picking a bag? He say, where you pick that from? He say, man, that I love the girl. He check, he said, love. You see, my brother, love ain't got nothing to do with this and do it in this time of the age. Me now, man, no picking that back. That's what he say. But I understand where he was coming from now. You know, it don't really make no sense, bro. I personally believe, bro. And again, I tell any female, and my present female right now, yeah. If one day she happened to get pregnant for me, just consider it as it. I mean, I don't make up my mind, yeah. However, if she do get pregnant, like me, honestly, think I want to be going out there. I will not. And that's the standards I choose to hold for myself. I will not be going. If I want female get a child for me, bro, me going out there having no other children, nobody else.
Huh?
Nah. I feel like I live my life too much with shit all over the place. And I don't want to separate myself. I've been in a relationship with two women at the same time, dog. I have dated more than one female and deal with a bunch of female at the same time, dog. And it's like, you have to learn to...
All of them know about each other or they didn't know about each other?
Only two had known about each other. I had introduced two of them. So basically, I was legit in a legit relationship with both of them at the same time, dog. Like, I had them in the vehicle. I let them to know what's going on. And I was basically the man. You check what I'm saying? It'll make you feel real manly, dog. We ain't gonna lie to you, you know? But at the same time, dog, is the individual. You gotta be of a certain kind of... Anytime you see a man with more than one woman like that and they know about each other, bro, that man is a real masculine man. And me saying that me masculine, I realized something about it, bro. I don't know if any man would be able to confess that, but I like, and it's just me, I like bro, to do shit like that, you gotta have women that are very submissive. You understand? And it's a lucky thing at the time, the both women, them, especially one of them, were very submissive. If I said jump, she literally would have asked me how high. You understand? She didn't like what was going on, but I tell she asked this is what's going on. Is it a in or out? You know, and it's kind of forward. I didn't like talking to them like that ever at the time. You know, I was going through my emotions. And I tell you, this is why I want. Is it a in or out? You check what I'm saying? But she was in either way. You know? She hold her position. But I realized something is like, I don't want, bro, I like giving love. But then at some point, I find myself having to really withhold my love from them to not be emotional and to constantly be a man. Which it was kind of easy to do that. That feeling is a good feeling. That when you could give yourself that kind of love, dog.
Give yourself or like give them the love that you want to give them, or holding it back?
Like holding it back.
Holding it back.
Yeah, it was kind of like a fight, and I realized, I mean, I know we look to a woman, dog, they kind of love that kind of thing. Check what I'm saying? A woman love a masculine man, dog.
No facts.
You know, but you gotta know how to distribute the masculinity and still the feminineness inside of our man. You gotta know how to distribute it and know how to keep them there, to keep them wanting that mysteriousness. You check?
So, like, what would you say would be the one thing that would help you to maintain that?
Boss, just know what you're about. It's a mental thing. Loving yourself, knowing within yourself. I never tell you from my experience. I know within myself because I was dealing with so much other women, and I knew within myself confidently. If one of them leave, boss, even if both of them leave, me ain't worried about that. You check what I'm saying? As far as I'm concerned, and it's still concerned me now. I is the prize. It's only one of me, and if both of you one of me, y'all got me together. You check what I'm saying? It was either that you didn't get me at all. Because I had to refuse at that time to really settle down with any of them, you know, that kind of way. And I used to tell them, listen to me. I am the prize, not you. I ain't the one that wearing the pants. I is the one with the 2 balls. Unless you could take on the responsibilities I had to take on, then that is what it is. You know, that kind of way. I had to end that because I had this other one used to move a type of way and show me this kind of face, this emotional kind of way, my son.
Like what you mean? You feel like, oh, okay.
Jealous.
Okay.
Jealous.
Okay.
You know, which clear, bro. Before any man could do that, they got make sure that them 2 women understand what's going on and they of some mental similarity.
Like, but you still don't think, like, that wouldn't still cause jealousy because at the end of the day, she gonna be thinking like, oh, he ain't with me right now. He with some
you
other
get
woman.
you get one more than the other, bro. I don't care what no man say, bro. There got a lot of people that be in denial. I hear a lot of people in the United States, like men who have 2 wives and shit like that, talking stuff, but there are things that they probably wouldn't admit, and I wouldn't even advise them to admit it and let them 2 women here. But if them women of a certain mentality, of a certain understanding, then yeah. But chances are, if I had to make a decision like that to date 2 women at the same time, I'd probably try it with 2 lesbians.
Really?
Yeah. Because something I realized with them, 2 lesbians, I mean, time with 2 feminine lesbians, yeah? One of them have to be the male lesbian, the tomboy. And the reason for that, the tomboy one would have a similarity of thinking more like a man. So she understands what's going on. And if both of them come to me, then because she's a woman, she understands both the man and the woman to some extent. You check what's saying. So she would have been able to walk and be like, because I've actually done that too as well. You understand? And I pick up on certain things, dog. I realize certain things and I say, you know what? Because bro, listen to me. I realize something about me. I could be really heartless when it comes to me. Yeah. And I don't like people seeing that side of me. I don't like to see it because I could be really heartless. If I tell you I don't care about something, I don't care about something. And sometimes you just see me deal, and you know me, Anderson. You know how to deal with a lot of stuff. And I'll be honest with you, you know me, no idiot, right? And I just sit down. And I just say to myself, if I had to sit down and make a really deep decision, boss, I can do some real damage, dog. And I tell you again, going hard and mean and care. You know, that kind of way. I just can't be bothered. I just refuse to be bothered. But
you don't think you need that level of what would you call that? Like, for me, I feel like it's kind of like a masculine type of mindset.
Yeah, it is.
To completely cut off and remove that emotional aspect out of your decision making, bro. Because I was thinking the other day, and then when I was really looking at it, it made me feel kind of bad. You feel me? Because it's kind of like, it's almost like you cold-hearted, but you ain't really cold-hearted, you know. But it's kind of like, yo, like if you have to make certain decisions,
it's being selfish.
well, would you really call it selfish though? Because at the end of the day, because look at it, right?
You look too much at the word as being a negative thing, bro. Selfishness is always the best thing, bro. Always in any relationship, dog. And when it comes to some females, bro, some females will literally be selfish in a relationship. I'm gonna tell you how that. You ever been in a relationship, right? Right? Let me show you something.
Okay.
You ever been in a relationship, right, where you wanted to break up with a female and you let her know, listen, I can break up with you, and she be like, okay.
Nah.
I've been in shit like that, and it made me think like she never really care from the start. You see that act that she do there? That she ain't really fit. She don't want me going. You understand what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, she refused to say boss and be emotional, act like to make you feel as if like this is what's going on. And that it make a spark of feminine candle in me. That make me feel like I just want to choke, shut me, and how you gonna tell me you never love me? Or tell me you want me go? You want me go? You know? So I recognize something that you gotta be selfish sometimes.
How is that selfishness different from how a woman would be selfish in a relationship? Because I don't think it's really the same. I don't think what you trying to describe is really selfishness. Because like when I look at it, I don't necessarily think that. Because like look at it, right? Like a woman might tell you like, yo, she wants to be a priority. You feel me? She want to be number one. But at the same time, she gonna say, yo, she wants a man that's ambitious. So, but if you give the woman that the time that she asking for because she want to be number one, in a way, at the same time, you could be ambitious and be about your purpose. You can't do both at the same time because you only have one of you. And if you're spending the majority of time with her because she's saying she want to be a priority, she want to spend more time, how much time can you really spend on your purpose? So for me, the way how I think about it, it's in the interest of both people that I be about my purpose and that I focus on what it is that I have to do. You understand? Or else I risk losing her feminine attraction for me. Because all I really doing is being emotional with her all the time. You feel me? She ain't saying me on my grind. She ain't saying me being ambitious, confident, and actually getting the results that I want to achieve in the world. So how is it that she gonna remain full attraction for me at that point? You get what I'm saying? So for me, I think it's always in the best interest of everybody if the man is about his focus and is about bettering himself. I think that is always going to be in the best interest of all parties involved.
Yeah, but
then,
true. But wouldn't you say that act that you're doing, you focusing on yourself, is selfishness? The word itself might sound negative, but to me it's a neutral word. Let the word consequence. I say, boss, if you kiss that girl, the pleasure that you, or if you have sex with she, the pleasure that you might have like really serious consequences. You may die, you might get AIDS, or negative part of it, you might get AIDS and dead. The good part about it, you might just get like really good pleasure. The word consequence is a neutral word for me. You know, can get bad consequences, good consequence. Being selfish also for me is a neutral word. You understand? Because there's literally selfishness where there's no fairness, there's no logic to the decisions that you're making or the wisdom that you're speaking or whatever you're doing is just all about you and not caring. You understand? However, you know, I find myself sometimes just not, when I'm in a relationship, I don't tell females certain, depending on who the female is and her individuality, she as a person, whoever she is as a person, and whatever, how she will respond to certain informations, yeah?
Mm.
Something ain't like I want to keep secret from her, you know, because me really interested in keeping a secret from her. It's just how she to think.
Okay, I have a question.
I know
bro.
her.
So my question is, hey, it was just right there. So would you say you'd be able to, okay, how, like, in light of all of that, what we were just saying, would you be able to say that, how would you then show a woman that you care about her, right? But at the same time, not showing emotions? Or do you have to show emotions in order to show that you care?
Nah.
You don't gotta show emotions?
To be honest with you, bro, I think I do it all the time. I mean, I've been a lot of females, bro, have always tell me I'm not an emotional person. And I act like I don't care, I don't show emotions. But in my heart,
no, but that's the thing. You don't show emotions, so that's like you don't care. But I try and like understand, like, is that the case though? Because you're in a relationship with a woman, you might not show emotions, but how do you get her to understand that you care, but you're not necessarily showing emotions?
I can't get her to understand.
You can't get her to understand?
No. I mean, I could express certain things to her, but to make her understand that is out of my reach. She got to choose to understand that. You know?
No, but how is she going to know though? Like,
how she
if she don't see certain emotional things, because you just not really showing it. You ain't showing it for not showing it, say, but it's like you ain't really expressing that part to you. Like, how do you get her to understand? Or like, how? Because when you communicating with her, she gotta understand it in her way. You can't try to say it. Okay.
So what I would do, right? And then again, it take a lot of effort, bro. And as again, before I even go on to explain this, I just want to make mention that relationship, that is a lot of work. Before you could even invest the time, I feel like you can be in a relationship, make up your mind that that's the woman they want to be with, bro. It's a lot of work. A woman, as much as don't get me wrong, and I got some women that are really simple, but that simpleness that come with a lot of things that you don't see. See me and come live with me is two different things. You understand? Two completely different things. So what I would do is, and again, I could be very analytical. So I would watch her, and to show her that I care, I would invest time in her. Whenever she talked to me, whenever she tried to talk to me about anything, even if I'm on the phone, right? I'd give her my full attention. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not a clingy person. I don't be around. I don't act needy. I'm not a needy. I'm good by myself. I could do bad by myself. You check what I'm saying? I'm a very independent person. However, if she come to me and try to have a conversation with me, me and be on the phone and be like, man, I'm busy. Me, you know, she can give my full attention, dog. Even sometimes when I don't want to listen. And I participate in whatever she want to participate in. I ask questions like, so you sure that's what you really want to do? I really participate and I put my all. Like, I don't know, not focus on whatever and make her be that focus. That's a woman like that, that attention. You check what I'm saying? And I don't mind some of that attention on her. You check what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when I'm out there, I about my business. You know? Some things I had to do, you know, when she asked me, you don't miss me? You miss me? I miss you. I'm like, miss you? You ain't dead. You check what I'm saying? I don't confess that I actually miss her. But sometimes I do. But not all the time. Because you constantly keep telling a woman that. You constantly keep telling a woman that you love them all the time. Or you miss them.
Take it for granted.
Yeah. In their mind, it's like, ain't got no mystery. My boy, woman love mystery, you know that. Woman love that kind of mystery, that manliness, like that don't care kind of feeling. What you think, right, in the BVI, if you pay attention when you were in high school, all the pretty girls them seem to always be going for the bad boys. The one them who the legit treat them like crap, dog. And no matter how much they get treated like crap, they're still going. You understand? And they got some women that might not go and date them, right? But if they have to be honest, they're telling some friend that they're really close with, I like that guy, but I don't like how he this, man. I don't like how he treat woman. But really and true, the fact is, boss, if she didn't see how he treat other women, she would have go date. But she just afraid that
You get treated the same way.
she get treated the same way. You understand what I'm saying? So when I pick up on that, I said, boy, I say, woman, dog, woman, like, they treat like dogs. You know, it'll seem so, but you can't be too rough for them. Because sometimes that could be real rough and be manly. You understand what I'm saying? In that way, they see when you really put a pressure on them, even though they react, and some of them might want to wild out or whatever the case is. It's like they know there's a confirmation to them to let them to know that you care, dog. And if you react to it, and you just be like, yeah. You know, you never argue. They don't want to know what the hell going on with you. Like, you don't even care. You check what I'm saying? We just can't be bothered. But I tell you, boy, it's a lot of work, dog. And that's why I decided to just be with one woman, girl. You know? Not that I agree, to be honest with you. Maybe at some point in my life, later down, I might reconsider having another wife. You check like 2 wives at the same time, you know, kind of way. However, I need backup, a package. I valuable, right? But I don't feel like I have the standard that I have enough gold behind me. If you understand what I'm saying, I don't want to operate off of faith. If you check what I'm saying.
No,
like
I
faith,
understand.
faith currency. You check what I'm saying? I really want to come as the prize. I know that I am a prize, but my prize is mentally. And what it is I could do, the skills, my independence. You understand? But I want to also have that physical cheese. You check what I'm saying as an extra confidence, a confidence.
Nah, I got you, bro. All right, yo, we gotta wrap up under a minute though. Be under a minute, right? So the last thing, you mentioned something about mysteriousness. So what would you say would be the one key thing to having a mysterious persona? Like just to have that constant mysteriousness in a relationship. Like if you have to, like, in a short phrase.
The one key thing to be mysterious. I got this thing that I do, right? Where even my lady right now, I'll look at her. Let's say this here. And let's continue doing what I'm doing. And she'd always be like, what? I said, well, me say nothing. I'd act as if I'd actually be thinking something, but I don't let her know what I'd be thinking. You check what I'm saying? Like, I don't make certain comments that vague. You know, that kind of way to make it look like, you know, or I would say to be mysterious, like, that's just being vague. You can't let a woman know everything about you.